Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and friends, I have a condition. I am directionally challenged. I learned to drive in New York City. So when I moved to Los Angeles, I thought I had mastered the art of driving. I quickly learned that there are unique rules here in LA. Like when you're at a four-way stop sign, the vehicle with the loudest muffler always has right of way. And no matter what the sign says that's posted, the minimum acceptable speed here is always 85 miles an hour. But it's not all bad. I learned where you can always get free parking in LA. Yeah. On the 405 freeway. I was intimidated. But life doesn't wait for the lost. I had places to go, and appointments to keep. I developed what I call the system. Now, this was before the cell phones and the GPS. I would go to the nearest payphone and call my husband. The conversation always went the same. Rick, I'm lost. He'd say, look at the phone and tell me what city you're in. I look at the phone, I tell him where I was, and he'd get me back home. It worked like a charm. In fact, I measured my success by how far off course I could get. Like when I had a job interview in downtown LA, and I wound up 65 miles away in Ventura. Yeah, I missed that interview. I had a particularly interesting evening. One night when my daughter and some of her classmates wanted to go from their school in Inglewood to a basketball game about 20 minutes away in Downey, the parents all got together and said that they would form a caravan. I said, great. All I have to do is follow the cars in front of me. How hard can that be? Let me tell you, these parents did not drive like mere mortals. As soon as they hit the freeway, off they went at 85 miles an hour. I was trying to follow at 65 miles the speed limit. It took everything in me to keep up with them. But by some miracle, I made it. And I didn't end up in Arizona. When the evening was over, my daughter and her friend Mia got in the car and were waiting for the other parents so we could follow them home. And they're gone. Vanished. Now I imagine that you, and at least some of you, can find your own way home, right? Yep. Not me. I'm directionally challenged. No worries, I'll use the system. I found a payphone, I called my husband, and I got, you have reached the Lewis residence. No! Okay, now I'm fully panicked. So I put on my calm face and got back in the car and took off. Clueless. I thought I'll drive to the nearest big street and see if I recognize it. So I drove to the street. It said Imperial Highway. Yes, I know Imperial Highway. I work on Imperial Highway. I can get us home from here. Two hours later, I'm still driving. was midnight. Rick, I'm lost. He said, what does the phone say? It says Del Mar. Del Mar, he said. How did you get there? Fully awake now. He said, never mind. Just turn around and go back the same way you came. 2 hours later, I was back home. When I got home, he said, honey, we have to do something about this condition of yours. Sometimes it's not about knowing where you're going. It's about having the courage to start the journey, even when you feel a little lost. The next time you feel lost, get a system that works for you. It might be that you're in a new city, or a new job, or maybe it's that Toastmasters project. Get a system that works for you. I got a new system. It's called the GPS.